Why is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Should we try a few categories here?
Sure.
If you guys are up for it.
Sure.
So we have 3 categories for you. 5 questions each. And I don't know how we should do this. I can give you a sample question first to give. So Heidi, our sample question is, which guest did I continually bring up incredibly depressing topics to, including the idea of terminally sick children? Was that TV legend Ted Lange, Rob Schneider, better known as Dreamfinder from Epcot, or Santa Claus?
That would be Santa Claus.
Yeah, see, there we go. How hard is
And that is very much a true story. And one of the most embarrassing moments on our show.
Yes, yeah, that sounds awkward.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Coal in the stockings from here on out.
This is Why, with your hosts, Heidi Hedquist and Luke Poling.
What came first for you guys? Was it the strip or the trivia?
That's a Rachel question.
That's a really good question. We watch Jeopardy like most nights.
Like most senior citizens.
And then we take off our clothes before bed. So probably the trivia came first.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's more of like a you put your chocolate in my peanut butter in my chocolate kind of thing.
Well, Rachel's allergic to peanuts, so I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, that actually sounds really filthy, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I gotta. Sorry. You put your Nutella. No, that's
that's even worse than peanuts.
Yeah, way to go. We're making friends really fast.
Okay, I'll show myself out. So we have 3 topics or 3 categories here. You can pick which one we start with. We have people who have been on our show, naked truths involving your show, and your mother. These are questions. The collective
anybody's mother.
Yes.
Collective mother.
Questions about famous mothers throughout history.
Do you have a preference?
Let's go with the mothers.
All right.
All right.
Heidi, do you want to read question 1 here?
Yes, I would love to.
All right, go for it.
Carrie Fisher was always singing in the rain because her mother was this legendary actress.
Ooh, I didn't realize that she was had some Hollywood lineage until recently, and now I'm trying to remember. So Singing in the Rain, man, I don't know old Hollywood as well as I should.
Did we discuss what the wrong sound should be? Was it the awuga horn or yakety sax?
Yakety sax.
Yakety sax. Okay. Any idea?
Yeah, I don't know anybody from she's passed now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
she is, yes.
Maybe like in her 60s.
No, she was a little older, maybe.
Yeah, her ashes were put inside a giant Prozac tablet.
No kidding.
That's fine.
Made like a porcelain Prozac tablet. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I have no answer.
Like, how old would her mom be?
Old.
Yeah.
It's
like
the answer.
90s.
Yeah.
90-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I have no idea. So I was trying to give you like a.
Yeah, I know. I just don't. I don't really know. I don't know like Golden Hollywood.
Take off your pants.
Take them off. Rachel has spoken.
We'll pass.
Okay. You want so the answer?
Yeah.
The answer is Debbie Reynolds.
All right. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten there.
Do you have other shows? You have YouTube channels. You're doing other stuff. What made you say, let's get into this? People need to hear this.
Yeah. It was 2020. And I don't know why it came up. I think I just had the idea. I was like, it'd be so funny if we did strip trivia as a podcast where like people can't see it.
And we watch a lot of like the trivia, game shows that are on TV.
We love trivia so much.
We love it, but we're not like, it's not like we're super good at it. It's just fun.
Doesn't have to worry about us taking over.
Yeah. But, we just thought, everyone has like interview style podcasts, without like even a certain niche necessarily. There's a lot of ones that are just like general, a lot of like we're photographers mainly. And so like people talk about photography boring to us. Like we don't want to do a podcast about that. So
Yeah, you can only go so far with apertures.
yeah. I mean, if we were going to do a podcast, we want it to be something a little different, I think, than what people might know us for.
Yeah, and there's trivia podcasts. There's a ton of them actually, but it still is like unique enough where we're like, we can do this and still be different.
Yeah.
It's worth doing.
It's
this.
casual trivia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very casual.
Yeah.
Do you want to stay on your mother or go to people who've been on her show or naked people? I got to take this off. I am sweating like a.
Rachel, which one do you
Lord.
want?
Let's go to naked people because I'm hoping that.
Naked Truths?
Oh, naked truths? Is it about
But it's naked.
Naked
people.
truths, naked
okay,
people.
yeah.
Yes.
There's one answer that I think it could potentially be, and I want to see.
Okay.
Okay. So the annual naked volleyball tournament at the Whitethorn Lodge has a title referencing another popular sporting event. Is that the Naked Super Bowl, the Naked World Series, or the Naked Tour de France? We're trying to make it easy, or at least
Well,
percentage-wise.
So, yeah, I mean, multiple choice I'm always a fan of.
Yeah.
It helps because I don't always have the best recall. So,
I don't know.
Super Bowl, is there like a pun in there somewhere? Should we pick up on a
There-
pun?
There isn't, but there really should be.
Yeah.
Now that you mention
I'm
that.
surprised you didn't put that one, but I would maybe go with your gut on that one.
Yeah, well, I'm not one to avoid a hint, even though the NFL is very litigious. So, all right, we'll go
Sure, naked
Super,
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
That is correct.
Yes, well
You guys
done.
take off your pants.
I just took my sweatshirt.
I took
off.
my sweatshirt off too.
Nice. Nice. All right.
You want to stay on naked people or go back to mothers or guests of this show?
Let's do the next category.
Guests of this show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit it.
According to the world toe wrestling champion, Ben Woodruff, what is one surgical procedure that you can have done to help your ability at toe wrestling?
What if it's something you don't expect, like with your hips or like I don't know the mechanics of it so well, other than what sounds obvious.
Like
It's
unwed.
exactly what you think it is.
It is. It's exactly what you think it is.
Unwebbing your toes a little bit more.
Oh, that's actually not the answer that he gave us, but I bet you that is actually something that someone has done for this sport because the people are committed.
That's a nice word for it.
They are.
I don't know.
Like, what if you got some sort of titanium replacement in your body? Would that be an advantage or it sounds like it'd be a disadvantage?
They are trying to go after juicing in the sport,
At the airport.
believe it or not.
Yeah. The web was close. It involves the actual foot.
What else
Or
can
the-
you do?
Maybe getting toes re-webbed, like, and so you have like a stronger,
Can you do that?
maybe, why not?
You can do anything.
You can.
Maybe-
Anything is possible.
Maybe webbing your toes.
Webbing your toes would be harder for them to.
So you have like, instead of having one digit, you have two together. It's like stronger.
Okay, webbing
Ooh,
your.
that's a good idea. Should pitch that to them.
I know. We'll get Ben back on the show.
Yes. What he actually said, which someone who was the world champion did, is having your toenails all removed.
No, okay.
Oh
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
gross one. That's the grossest one of the whole list. So
I like.
sorry about that.
I think there's other hobbies that might sound more interesting.
This is true. So no nudists have their own trivia show?
Not that we know
I
of.
understand it.
But if you're a nudist or a naturist,
You want to
Naturist.
lose. Yeah.
right? Like it almost has to be reversed.
Yeah, maybe that's what
Like
it is.
it's get dressed trivia,
Yeah.
like
Mm.
put your clothes on trivia.
Yeah. Start your day with that one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I guess
don't
it doesn't
know.
have the
We
same
have
appeal.
a lot of friends that are nudists, naturists. Like we should know the answer to this.
We really should. At least we have some
If-
folks to ask.
We do.
And some ideas to pitch.
Oh my
Right.
God, yes.
It could be like the counterpoint to your show.
We'll take
You guys-
10% and we'll call it a deal.
Yes, that's
Perfect.
perfect. We'll give it to you. We're golden. We're all about sharing. Yeah.
Do you want to go back to naked people then, or do you want to go to your mother or stay
Your
with
mother. Your
guests of
mother.
the show?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's go to your mother.
your mother. All right.
Right.
Mamie Gummer once wished me a happy birthday. That has nothing to do this with the question. I just wanted to drop her name. Who is her mother?
I don't even, who is she? What is
Mamie Gummer. She's an actress.
Mamie Gummer? Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, I feel like this category, given what we know about you guys now, is not going to be your favorite category. So if you want to get naked,
Yeah.
stick with your mother, which is very traumatizing. But otherwise, I would say the other two categories are going to be better because these are very, very, very actors focused.
This is
I'm
true.
noticing and reading what Luke put together.
Why are you blaming me for this? You okayed it all.
I did, because that's where our focus is. We're very selfish in our question.
Yes. I don't know if you noticed by the categories.
Yes.
I guess we should just start playing yakety sax
She
now.
is, so
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
one of the, if you were to think of like probably the of our time in life, known as probably the greatest actress. I mean, she's the one people always talk about.
Meryl Streep is what people always talk about.
Yes.
There you go. That is
got
the
it.
answer.
Well done. Maybe this category is better.
How much prep did you guys do with this? Did you bat this around for a while? Like, what was
Yeah.
the run up?
Well, like Rachel said, it was like 2020. Maybe she came up with the idea. The podcast didn't launch until this year, so 3 years later. We did like a few.
Yeah, we did some episodes.
Yeah,
we couldn't get the format right.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what's the right. It's kind of, do you want people to play along while they listen? You don't want people waiting too long to hear the answer. You don't want them. You have to find like the happy medium. There has to be like some sort of goal, I guess, at the end of the episode. So yeah, we like recorded like maybe like we call it a pilot podcast. We actually sent it out to some friends. We sent out like a type form survey along with it and be like, hey, do you guys mind listening to this episode and just letting us know what you think, like the difficulty of the questions, the pacing, the concept. And so we had people do that for us. And then still we waited a couple more years because if we're going to take on like another project, we want it to be fun.
Yeah, it can't be work. We have too much work. So
And
Understand that.
just something like, I don't know, just something to try, something different.
Did you send it to like parents, grandparents, people like that to listen?
Not at first. I did end up, I have a bunch of extended family. Like my mom's the oldest of 10. So there's a group chat. And so once we did go live, I put it in there. Some family members were like, well, that sounds risque, but it's fairly family friendly. I mean, just
Yeah,
depends.
I think it's super family friendly. I think it's very tame.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's like
tame.
maybe even like annoyingly tame.
Yeah.
I think the saxophone that you guys use.
The sexy
Yeah.
sax.
I mean,
Yeah, the sexy sax.
everyone
Yeah.
needs sexy sex.
That does up it a notch for sure.
Yeah. So I guess this is the $100,000. Do you guys actually get naked when you're doing the show?
Yeah, we have it set up in our like bedroom. So,
There's mic
we
stands
have
that hook onto our like
the platform of the
yeah.
bed. And so
Okay.
we'll record her on the nightstand and yeah. And then we literally pile on like 10 layers of clothing. So we're like counting as we're like, all right, that's 2 socks, like two pairs of shorts, adding it all up. So yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous, but it's fun.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. 10 seems like a lot.
we're not
We're not that good at trivia,
Mm,
And
yeah,
so
there you go.
we do 30 questions usually per game each. And so you have to get, a third of them wrong in order to lose, right? So, we want enough leeway where you can kind of, for a full episode, you still want to hear like 60 questions as a listener, probably. It makes like a half an hour show. So it's not that fun if it ends early.
Mm.
That's
And
just-
sometimes the game ends when we still have clothes and we go on into like a fire round just to end things.
It sounds like we might want to move on to either people who have been on the show or naked truths.
Rachel, your choice.
Word to your mother.
Wow.
Right, she's sticking
All right.
with it. She's
Well,
ready.
Should we skip this next one and go down to the one underneath it there?
Probably.
Yes, this one's a tough. Yes, go to the
Okay.
one underneath it.
All right. Do you want to read it? Shall I?
Well, it's really your turn, but I
Okay,
like reading
okay.
them.
This monkey could take any damn train to Clarksville he wanted because his mother invented liquid paper,
Liquid paper.
like whiteout.
Oh. This monkey?
Wasn't the inventor of whiteout like a secretary somewhere? I thought that's what it was.
She might have been.
It probably was.
They did not invent Post-its. That, of course, was Rummy and Michelle.
Yes.
He wears a hat. I guess wore a hat, past tense.
Yeah.
God, there's only one monkey
There's
left.
only one monkey left. And it's so it is not the one that's alive.
What is this monkey business?
Oh,
What is the
I
monkey
like there.
business?
There you
I
go,
liked
right.
that.
monkeys, like the musicians?
Yes.
Oh, that's what you mean?
We don't,
Oh.
Yes.
we don't know about the monkeys.
I just know
Can
they were
we-
slapped together in the studio by a producer. And they weren't like an organic band. That's why I know about the
Correct.
monkey.
Yes. Mike Nesmith, the one with the hat. His mom
Yes.
invented liquid paper.
Dang.
Okay, no more moms. I'm cutting off
Okay.
the mom.
Fair enough.
I mean,
yeah.
not that I don't want you guys to be naked.
No,
like,
let's get off
please
your
take
mother.
it all
Let's
off, like, yeah, let's go to either more naked truths.
I feel like we
Or-
should probably keep it on multiple choice as much as we can.
I like multiple choice. So
All right,
yeah,
let's do.
we need as
'cause-
much help as we can get.
No, you're well, we just, we're weird. Okay, so all right, so a multiple choice. Do you want a multiple choice from, I guess it's only in the naked ones is multiple choice. Okay, so here's a multiple choice. Which of these rules are an actual rule of play at In Thrall, which is a BDSM B&B? No yelling, always hydrate, or always have a safe word. So to give you context of what this place is people go and they can rent this place for themselves and a partner and just be there and do whatever they want, basically.
My question: what's the cleaning fee on that?
That was my question to the people
Yeah.
when we talked to them.
There's a deposit. It's worked into your rental.
Mhm. And their response also is because my follow-up was then, okay, so what is the cleaning procedure to that? And she was very focused on meticulousness, and every bit of bedding is like, I felt confident that she
Okay,
gets it.
so the question is, which one is a rule?
Which one is a rule?
Safe word
No
sounds like it'd be
yelling,
a
stay hydrated, or safe word.
yeah, maybe someone's kink is being dehydrated. So I think it's got to be the safe word. That's just BDSM 101.
What is, the Airbnb made the rule? What do they
Yes.
call a safe word?
Because it's all
You'd
What,
have a
it's
good
like
time.
murdered or whatever?
Yeah,
I would love
No,
if
it's salt.
Airbnb required you to have a safe word.
yeah, the
every
regular-
Airbnb.
Just,
should
just
have a
the
safe
app
word.
was like, and your safe word is this.
No, I'm saying safe word. What about you?
I think it's hydrated.
Oh, we have split this. Okay, so who's right? Any of us?
Yes, it is always stay hydrated.
Oh, come on. All right.
Yes, and no heels on the bed was the other one, right?
Yes, that was the other one. No heels on the bed.
We have that rule at our house.
Third one's no one can die. No one can
Yes.
die. Hydration and no heels on the bed.
That's a good
Yes.
house rule anywhere, I think.
Right? I mean,
It
those
really
are
is.
all good house rules for any house. That should be like on a pillow,
Yeah.
on a
Mm.
sofa, or a sign above a door.
Nice crocheted sign.
Yes,
Yeah.
agreed. So I remember when we listened when your show first came out, and it was super exciting, and obviously have listened since. What kind of feedback are you getting now from friends and family, and obviously fans in general?
Our parents love it, I think. Like our moms like always listen to it, and we kind of get feedback from them. They kind of tell us like, oh, I got a lot of them right this time, so it's a lot of that.
I would say this is like the first thing that we've ever done where there's not really a lot of feedback because there's not a comment section.
There's not that immediate feedback from like posting a video.
Yeah, we're used to YouTube where the feedback is immediate and like
Loud.
runs the gamut of like
Yeah.
people love it or they like really hate it. And this is just like the reviews are like just numbers or
Mhm.
like, numbers, stars or whatever. And we've gotten like 3 written reviews and they've been really nice, but
And
it's very weird putting something out, especially something that's like a little bit vulnerable.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit vulnerable and not getting like immediate.
Yeah,
harsh
I mean, you're kind of
feedback.
putting your intelligence on display a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know something that seems obvious, or you can sound like an idiot. So you have to be okay with that.
Yes,
No.
I would be. I know from feedback from our mothers participating, listening to our show, there have
Oh
been
my
some
God.
very uncomfortable dinner conversations in my family. So I can only imagine just being like, oh, I made it all the way through and didn't have to take all my clothes off this time.
Yeah, I mean,
My mother.
they're pretty.
They know that we're married,
They're,
So,
I think they
Mm.
come to terms with the fact that we might get naked in our house.
but every now and again.
yeah.
Yeah.
So from people who have been on our show, when we interviewed the builder of the world's largest model railroad train set, what did he say? How long did he say he built the train set? Did he do it part-time over a series of years, or as a full-time job, aka all the live long day?
Nice.
Thank you. He didn't acknowledge that I said that to him.
No, he ignored
It's
Yeah.
easy to slide under the radar there, but yeah, no, that was good.
We just watched a movie, the guy who makes trains.
Morgan Freeman and
Yeah,
a
it
good
used to
person.
take him a long time. He did it part-time. That's why
I
I'm
would-
leaning that way.
Well, so if he's retired, you could do it full time for sure.
Daniel loves model trains.
So
by
what's
the way.
my goal is when I think I'll wait until I'm older and I'm gonna have we'll get a house with a basement that'll turn into like my model train room.
You're going to be that guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy with a
That's pretty
conductor cap and
sweet.
everything. Yeah.
Yes, you have to wear
Rachel's
the
gonna
hat.
hate it. So
Neil Young's really into that too.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was the first. What was the first possible choice?
Did he do it part-time or all the live long day?
Oh, part time.
So part-time. No,
Part-time.
wait. If he said it in the podcast, he probably did it all the long day. Let's go that.
All the live long day.
B. Final answer.
Sorry, he did it part-time,
I'm sorry.
and it's insanely large. He had to
Sorry
like
for
move to
Steamrolling
get a
that.
big enough house.
Yes.
Really?
Like it's not a basement. It's an entire.
I would love to
house.
see the house hunters where this guy's like, sorry, this basement's not big enough for my model trains. And
Right.
that's his whole
Right?
shtick.
Wait a second. Is
Crazy.
steamrolling is a steamroller a train?
No,
Okay, never mind.
steam engine.
Yeah, sorry for steam engineing that.
That's all right.
That's quite
Ooh,
all right.
nice. Well done.
All right.
All
Heidi.
right. So I'm going back to the naked people.
Yeah. Well, we'll skip and we'll make them all
Yes.
At
multiple
this
choice.
point, you know why we start with 10 articles of clothing. We need all the margin we can get.
But I love that because most people are not great at trivia. And it's kind of annoying if you watch something or
Yeah.
listen to something where everyone gets every single thing right. And you're
That's what
like,
we
well, these
figured
guys are
too.
assholes.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of friends and family texting you as they're listening to the show, like in all capitals, Peter Falk, and you're just like, oh, I know what you're listening to.
Right.
No, we don't get a lot of texts.
Huh.
That's
That's very
we don't
fortunate.
get a lot of feedback. So who knows?
that's good.
You're just creating the show in a void, and
Yeah.
It really is.
It
It's
does
really
feel
weird.
like that. Yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
fine with it. I'm fine with a break from feedback.
Yeah.
Mm.
I agree. I
That's-
think
yeah.
that's totally fair.
Is there a strategy in order for taking off clothes that you prefer?
Personal preference, right?
Well, so Daniel, for you, what's your preference?
I just alternate top then the feet, like get the
Okay.
head off and the socks, and then work your way to the middle.
Right, Rachel, how about you? Same thing, or
I don't know if I have a strategy. I always put on 4 pairs of socks so that
Mm,
and
She gets cold easily, and then that way you kind of still have, the torso and the bottom half covered for as long as possible, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That's as much strategy as I do.
Yeah,
okay,
we don't think too much
Yeah.
into it.
that's probably for the best, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think?
It takes the fun away from it if you think too much about it.
Mm.
All right. When you skydive, what attempt is traditionally done naked? The 10th, 50th, or 100th?
Oh,
I have a gut instinct.
it's got to be up there with like the real serious people that do it. My instinct would be 100. What's yours?
Oh, my instinct was 50.
Oh, all right. I think we'll be split on this one. I'll say 100. Rachel say 50.
All right. It's 100.
Finally,
Yes. Well
Not-
done.
not gotten pretty much anything right.
All right, let's go back to people who've been on our show. This will be our last one for here. Here we go again, dropping names. Tawny Katane, video vixen Tawny Katane, who appeared on our show and invited us over to her house for cheese to cake, which unfortunately we were unable to do before her untimely passing, was best known for appearing in videos by what 1980s rock band? Is it Toto, Whitesnake, or Queensryche?
I don't know the last one. It sounds very Whitesnake to me. That would be my gut.
Is
Right.
it because we began the question by saying, here we go again?
I know because I don't know 80s. I literally know so little about 80s music. It's kind of sad.
I only know Toto,
So I think
and
Whitesnake's
it's
the
not
answer.
helping me right now. I'll go with
It-
feedback.
It's definitely White Snake.
It is White
and,
Snake.
And when you said it sounds so White Snake, you're absolutely right.
It's like strip club music, right?
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
And she was doing the splits on the hood of a Jaguar and cartwheels, and they dated. I mean, it is about his 80s.
No, they
hair
married.
metal. Oh, they did marry.
Hey,
They were married.
is White Snake the one with Brett Michael? No, he's Poison.
No, that's
Yeah,
Poison.
David Coverdale.
Yes,
Oh, is White
he's got
Snake.
really beautiful hair.
Yes,
All
but they're retiring now. He's
I
done.
know.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
He
But
just can't hit the notes
Brett
anymore.
Michaels of Poison is not retiring.
No, he's
He probably should.
every rose has its thorn. I saw it
Ain't
here.
nothing but a good time. So
This is true. And shout at the devil.
that's. the
I
truth.
know. I know. Do you know what the overall record is between the two of you? Who's won? Who's lost?
I think I won more, but I don't.
That seems right to me.
Yeah, but I haven't kept track.
He's
Okay.
way better at trivia. His brain is like a steel trap, and mine is like
Well, you don't care much about like pop culture names, like kind
I
of
don't
goes in one ear and out the
like
other.
every celebrity name.
I don't necessarily care, but it goes somewhere in the back of my head, and I don't know
You can
why.
retrieve it at any time.
Yeah, so I think
Anyway, he's
I have
better
a leg
trivia.
up at the
Yeah.
pop culture at least.
Should we do the last question here?
All right,
We go
final
out on a high note.
question. The final question is, it's not multiple choice, but I have complete confidence you're going to get this.
You shouldn't.
No, do it. Just listen to the question.
Okay.
It will guide you to the answer. What is the title of the book by Matthew McDermott, which teaches you how to take your clothes off?
You know who that person is?
No.
You don't need to know who he is.
Okay. Teaches you to take your clothes off.
Mhm.
How to take your clothes off.
Yes, you
It's
got
good. You got it.
it. Well done.
You can find Strip Trivia wherever you get your podcasts. For more information, check out their website, striptriviapod.com. They are also on Twitter, where they are at striptriviapod, and Instagram, where they are at Strip Trivia.
Why the Podcast is produced by the Professional Production Company. Please be sure to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts because we're shallow and need constant validation. For more information, you can check out our website, whythepodcast.com. And like everyone else, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Today's show was recorded and produced by Heidi Hedquist and myself from our world headquarters, located on the second floor of the professional office building, centrally located downtown. Our reluctant executive producers are John Sauvé and Sandy Stone. Our willing producers are Rachel Allen and Randy Jeanette. Our intern is Zach Jackson. This one's for Philippe. Thanks for joining us. Flash, we're coming home.
Nigel, is that you? Are you here, Nigel?